Hello everyone, it's Cherie, and today I wanted to show you the production packet that I put together for my role of the media producer class. This was the final project. It's all the documents that you need in this producer's packet, and I had done this for the first 10 pages of my script, Highway 17. So it's 44 pages. Now, once I expand it for the entire script, it's going to be huge. But I just thought I would show this to you now so you could see everything, a producer has to think about, all the stuff that producers do. All right, so here it is. The first page gives the working title, the genre, the total running time, the log line, a short synopsis, and the audience analysis. So I'm not going to read all of this, but you can look at it as you like. The second page will be who is going to be on the crew plus a short biography. And I also added some people that I haven't gotten confirmation from, but that I wanted to use. So I'm just going to kind of whip fast through them and then go to the next section. This is funding, and this is how we expect to get money. I have 3 plans. Oh, I don't like how that's formatted. The next one is what camera we're going to use, what format we're going to shoot in. For this one, it was 5 days of shooting because that's just for 10 pages. And then your shooting ratio. Okay, so this is the first 10 pages of the script. And what you're doing is you are lining the script and you're counting the pages in eighths, and you are putting what kind of shots you're going to do, and you're also underlining everything, and they go into different sections. So first, lining the script. These are the lines that show the difference between these scenes. So the second scene is really long, and you can see, and then you have to count it by eighths of pages. So my second scene is 3 pages and 7/8. That means it's almost a 4-minute scene. All right, then you've got the third scene. Look for the next line. So that's an almost 3-minute scene. It's 2 6/8. Fourth scene, now I messed up on this one. The fourth scene, this is going to be a montage. And it's going to be set to music, which is going to be about 50 seconds long. So I really need to expand this, which I just did. I've been working on the script again. So basically, each of these things is going to be a line. And then I added some more stuff. All right, there's more. 6, 7. All right, so basically, for 10 pages, I have 7 scenes. Let's go back here. Anytime you have a song, you will underline it in brown. And song, instrument, sound effect, those are all brown. That's weird. Why was that brown? Enters the room. I guess he's noisy. I'm reading through my stuff right now. Anything that needs to be on screen, like props, is underlined in purple. Now, unfortunately, the blue looks kind of like the purple, but the blue would be like special effects. And then all the characters are underlined, and then if they have specific costumes they need to be wearing, you circle those in red. So like red scarf, glasses, leather jacket, dashiki, etc. One thing I didn't know is every time you have the character, you should underline it. So I only did it like the first time you saw them or something like that. So this is all stuff that I have to redo. Once I have my final script and I do the entire script, I have to redo this to make it correct. I think the green was for background actors. I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, more background, more props, more what they're wearing, costumes. Let's see. I guess there's nothing else here. Props, sounds, props, people. Okay, well, let's just go on, so like for these shot list things. So these are how you would shoot something. So for this last scene, for example, so I have like my establishing shot right here. So that's scene 7. So it's just called shot 7. Then when I'm going to go in for a different angle, that's going to be 7A. And then the next angle is going to be 7B. And you can see how long I want to do the coverage for each of these shots. So like 7A would go all the way down here, and then 7B at a different angle would go here. That way we're able to cut between the two. 7C, it's kind of a lot. 7D just focuses on them. The insert, see that little insert watch? That's got its own little, you know, scene 7E, and then 7F. And then 7G, and this is all a one shot. This is a oneer right here. All right, and then so after that, you're going to do the actual shot list. So based on those numbers that I just put, you're also going to put what kind of shots they are. So let's go back down to the scene 7 that I just talked about. So we had the master, then we had 7A was a long shot, 7B is going to be a wide shot, 7C a medium, 7D medium on a different character, 7E was that small little insert, 7F is another wide shot, and 7G is a medium shot. All right, and then we're going to have a shooting schedule. So shooting schedule for all of the scenes. So you put your scene number here, exterior tunnel, so what it is, you've got your location and a little description, the time of day, the page count, and the characters. Now these are character numbers. Each character is assigned a number from the most important to, you know, all the extras. So in this case, for the first 10 pages, my main character is Ming, she's number 1. My second main character is Bruce, he's number 2, and then the ghost, Awo, is character number 3. And then everyone else falls in after that. And then here I've got, oh yeah, extras. Sorry, I'm looking for, there they are, okay. I'm looking for these extras right here. It's the ukulele group. Looks like I might have put those in the wrong spot. No, that's okay. See, I'm just going over this again. I don't know what I'm doing right now while I'm talking to you. Okay, this is a very bad budget, so I'm gonna just run right through that. The budget is really difficult. And it would have taken me an entire like 40-hour work week just to get an accurate budget. The budget's gonna be really hard, so yeah, just ignore that. This is called Day Out of Days, and this is a sheet that you use for your for paying the actors, you know, like if they're in SAG and stuff. Basically, you've got your character and your character number, and then you put their start and work days. So start work, and then finish. So Ming only has these 2 days. Bruce only has these 2 days. The ghost Awo only has this day, so he's a start, work, and finish all in that one day. And on and on. So basically, and then over here you have your totals. So it shows she's working 2, he's working 2, and he's working 1. You have your start and finish days and your totals over here. So this tells you, you know, how people are going to get paid, basically. It's for like SAG. All right, so script breakdown. So this is all the information you need, which includes the props, animals, vehicles, stunts, and sound effects. With a short description, all the cast members. It's just a different way of looking at it. We kind of had a similar thing before, but this is more inclusive because it's all these SFX and props and stuff. All right, then you got your breakdown sheet. I did this for, I think scene number 7. I didn't do all 7 scenes, just the last one. And so it just tells you basically what you're doing, where it takes place, location, the date, the number, page numbers, and then the cast number, cast names, the props, any atmosphere, stand-ins, music, wardrobe, props, setting. All right, and special effects, etc. Then you got your call sheet. I actually liked making this one. It looks good too. So there you have to put sunrise and sunset times, when the lunch break will be, what the weather's supposed to be like, and then your descriptions, your cast. I'm making up these people too because I don't have this cast, so those are fake names. The positions, etc., etc. All right, next thing in your packet is your emergency information with maps. So that scene number 7 is going to be shot here. The fire station is 2.7 miles away. Here's the address, the phone number, and when it's open, and then from the location, how you get there via the map. You have the hardware store, you have the hospital, you have the pharmacy. You're also supposed to have the police department, which I didn't know, so I will have to add that later. And then this is assuming that all the cast was coming from De Anza campus, and so how long it took to get to the location. But this isn't a school production, so. All right, now this is kind of like the, what's it called? The location pictures. So you're supposed to go to your location and take pictures at the angles you think you're doing it at. But I didn't have that option, so I just took stuff off the internet. And then you're supposed to put your pros and your cons about these scenes. So basically surfing scenes, the pros is we don't have to have any audio because we can just add it later. And the cons are it's a stunt scene, so we will have to have, stunt people and emergency people, waterproof camera housing, and no extra like surfers in the background, so like a traffic control kind of thing. The crow's nest, after he surfs, he goes around the crow's nest to this beach here, which is where the ukulele club is practicing. So we need to get permission for shooting there. That's the actual beach where they are. And then location releases. I want to shoot at this beach, so I would need the California State Parks to agree. And there's a fake signature. This is all fake. This is another fake. This is just so, we have practice doing it. All right, location survey. And then when we get there, this is just more information, but this is where you're going to see if there's going to be any problems, with light and power and sound and, if refrigerators are noisy, stuff like that. This is another sound checklist where you would do, if there are going to be problems. Let's see, we were going to be shooting on the backside of the restaurant, so that should not be an issue with windows and doors. The sky, you're going to have seagulls. You're also going to have the beach ocean, the waves, and then other noises, the boats at the harbor. So this is all stuff that would need to be taken into consideration. This is a project timeline. You can't really see it, but basically I'm allowing myself from August to October for pre-production, 2 weeks in November for production, and then the rest of the year for post-production and distribution, which really isn't what would happen for a feature, but for a 10-page script, it's fine. This would be the film festival exhibition plan that I'd like to target these festivals, and then the distribution plan, and that is it. That's what goes into a production packet. I hope you enjoyed that little look into what it takes to get organized for a shoot. Another thing that wasn't in there were like the releases, like actor releases. Those would need to be in there as well. And yeah, I'm really sorry about the budget. That's a monster. It's just a monster to try to figure that stuff out. So I have a feeling that will be one of the biggest headaches I have coming up. So after I have the finalized script, you have to have the lock script. Then you can start doing all that stuff. And once you know where you're going to shoot and what equipment you need and all the things about the actors, you can get a realistic budget. And once I have that realistic budget, then I can figure out what I'm going to do. It would be great to get a company like Netflix to say, hey, yeah, we want to produce this. We will, fund it. And, it will be a Netflix exclusive. But that's probably not reality. There's also, angel investors from the Silicon Valley, since this is a Silicon Valley story. Then there's also, like Kickstarter. Chris Stuckman, he has a YouTube channel. He does lots of movie reviews. He's been doing it for about 10 years, but he was ready to direct his first feature. And he started a Kickstarter last month, and he made his goal. He surpassed his goal. His goal was $250,000 to do a low budget horror film. He had so many fans. He made 1,300,000 and some odd $1,000 for his movie. Now, I don't have as many subscribers as he has by a lot, so I wouldn't be expecting anything like that. But as a last-ditch effort, there are those types of fundraising things. But I'm not going to worry about that until I've got my finalized script and then my finalized budget and everything I need before I go after that money. So anyway, thank you for joining me in this video. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks so much for joining me.